My name is Joseph Piotrowski. I think a bio was sent out about me, but I've been in Tomball now since 2002. No, excuse me, 2004. We opened up in November of 2004, and those who've been in Tomball that long probably can be a witness to the fact of how much Tomball's grown. And so because of that, our business has grown as well, and we've had to kind of change with the times. And some of that is customer service. And so I'm going to talk about customer service. This is kind of like in my wheelhouse, kind of like a fish takes to water, I take to talking about customer service. But when I'm talking though, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try to be a good steward, try to get you guys out of here by 3 o'clock. I want you guys to think about, okay, what Joseph's talking about, how can I apply it to every day? Either my professional life, here at the college, or even in my personal life. So that is your one homework assignment, okay? What is one thing that you can take from my droning on and on about customer service, and what can you do to apply it to your life, period? Question for y'all, and I'm very much a customer, I am customer interaction, but very much a audience participation, just don't throw things at me. Is customer service easy? No. Sure it is. Customer service is easy. It's the great customer service that's hard though, right? Yeah. Bad customer service is easy, right? Bad customer service is easy. Who's all experienced bad customer service, right? And bad customer service might be when you're on the phone, right, and you're waiting for somebody, and you've been on the, they're playing the music. Maybe it's music you don't really like very much, and they're just putting you on hold, and they want you, you're on hold, and you're not getting anywhere with them. Maybe they're very curt. Maybe they're very kind of rude. Might be walking up to a counter at a retail store, and just, they're just not really paying attention to you, right? We've all experienced bad customer service, okay? Great customer service is hard. But why is it hard? Why is great customer service so difficult? Anyone?
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different? Okay.
It's hard to be friendly to somebody that's
It is hard to be friendly. It is hard to be friendly. Absolutely. And that's what I got on here. You can go to a store, you can go to a business that exhibits bad customer service, that is known for bad customer service, and you might have a good day with them, right? They actually might be exhibiting good customer service. But there's a reason and there's a culture for that business for being known for bad customer service. And it's like the gentleman said in the back, it's consistency. So somebody that has bad customer service, they might be good for about an hour, okay? Maybe even 8 hours, or at my store, 16 hours that were open. But now 16 hours times 24 days, 26 days that we're open, times 12 months. That's when it becomes difficult, right? That's when it becomes hard. That is the difference between great customer service and bad customer service, or even being known for it, is the consistency. Are you being consistent? And granted, we all have, sometimes we have bad days, and hey, you know what, Chick-fil-A Tomball, we screw up. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm sure you guys experienced something that we screwed up on. And we're going to talk about that when I finish up. But it is consistency. Are you consistently able to provide great customer service? And that's where different companies differentiate themselves from bad companies or lesser known companies that are known for their customer service. So what I want to do, I want to talk general about customer service, but I'm going to go ahead and bring it down to the Chick-fil-A Tomball level. And if y'all have any questions, please just raise your hand. I'm not going to be one of those guys, well, hey, if you have a question, save it towards the end. No, let's just fire away, okay? I do walk around a lot, so try not to trip me, those sitting in the aisles. So for Chick-fil-A, we've got 3 tenants, okay? We want to create raving fans at Chick-fil-A. Can somebody tell me what a raving fan is? Your daughter's a raving fan of Chick-fil-A? Okay.
once a week, if not more.
Well, thank your daughter for me.
Somebody who tails other people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a raving fan of Texas A&M athletics. I'm an Aggie, class 97. I'm a raving fan of Houston Astros. I'm a raving fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Can I get an amen, baby? Can I get an amen? Hey, I'm a raving fan of Chick-fil-A. And it's like the lady said there in the back, you want to keep coming back, and you know what? You want to pay full price, right? Forget the discounts, forget the coupons. You know what? They do something different at Chick-fil-A that I'm just going to keep coming back to. They do something different at, maybe it's something like maybe BMW. You've got a really, really big raving fan of BMW. It's just something about that hood ornament BMW. It might be something about the Houston Texans that, man, it doesn't matter that their general manager's been around too long, or they can't find a starting quarterback. Am I getting too personal here? I'm just going to keep going back. Because it's something that tugs at your heartstrings, though, right? It's not so much technical. It's so much emotional, and that's what we try to do at Chick-fil-A. And we try to create raving fans. So there's 3 tenets that we do. Operational excellence. That's the first tenet. Operational excellence is what we call the first mile. Okay, it's kind of what you should expect. You go to any type of restaurant, what you should expect. Good food, right? Is the food craveable? Do you want to? Nugget tray's gone. The cookies are gone. It's craveable, right? Speed, surprisingly quick, but you don't want to feel hurried. Sometimes I think Chick-fil-A, we have a tendency of making people feel hurried because we're all about speed. But surprisingly quick in trying to get your food out, okay? Attentive and courteous, right? You want somebody to look you in the eye, maybe smile and acknowledge your presence, right? Right? You're not asking a whole lot, are you? You just want to be acknowledged, okay? Attentive and courteous. Cleanliness. And I cannot stress the aspect of cleanliness enough, and I'm sure you as a customer cannot stress that enough. Who's all driven to San Antonio and stopped at Buc-ee's? Okay, you're not stopping at Buc-ee's for the fudge. I guarantee you're stopping at Buc-ee's for the clean restrooms. And you know what? Buc-ee's knows that because they put it on their billboards. But guess what? When you have to go tinkle, you're going to buy a soda for the road to San Antonio or for the road in Madisonville to Dallas. You just are. Buc-ee's knows the benefit of cleanliness. And Valerie Brandley, who is my marketing director, Miss Janet knows her. And if you've seen her, if you've been in my store, Valerie's the one whose hair is always on fire and she's always doing something. And she's just, she's kind of like, any Seinfeld fans in here? Come on, raise your hand. Come on now. Okay, Kramer. When Kramer walks in the door, that's Valerie, because she loves Chick-fil-A and she just loves Tomball and she just, let's go get the sale. But Valerie's always said, if we do not have a clean store, then we ruin any type of marketing activity or marketing event or marketing message we're trying to get out. The cleanliness of a store is the best marketing message we could ever hope to create. Period. So I'm okay when I'm sitting at a booth in my store and I see people coming in to use the restroom and they continue just going out the exit. They're not shopping to stop anything because they know that we're known for cleanliness. That's SCORE. We're like the little mini Buc-ee's. Okay, we don't sell t-shirts. But so, operational excellence, the first mile. Taste, good food, okay? Speed, surprisingly quick, okay? I was at a Whataburger late last night doing some stuff, and I saw a car parked. The guy had to get out, saw him get out, and kind of, forcibly made his opinion known about how long he was waiting for his food. And it took another 10 or 15 minutes for him to get their food out. I think he left with a negative impression of that certain Whataburger. And I love Whataburger. But this was just a bad instance. But attentive and courteous. Like I'm picking on this lady here, like you want to be acknowledged, right? Yeah, be nice, right? If you're going to give money to somebody, you want to be acknowledged for it, right? And then cleanliness. So that's first mile. That is first mile. So Chick-fil-A, we said, hey, that is what you should expect at any store. And you guys are probably thinking, well, these are some probably stores I go to that it's not like that. It's not like that. Maybe I go somewhere else because it's really fast, but I know they're just not dirty. Or maybe I go somewhere that it's really fast, but I just know the food's not good. But these are 4 tenets that are just absolutely, as far as operational excellence, that are non-negotiable. Like, this is something that we really just strive to do. That's first mile. What's after the first mile? Second mile, okay? The second mile. And this is kind of where we're going to camp out for a little bit today, okay? The second mile. The second mile is, we're going to put a little bit frosting on the cake here, okay? This is something that it is a requirement. Okay, Dan Cathy, the founder's son, I said, this is a requirement now for all Chick-fil-A's. You're going to be genuine. Okay, we're going to serve people with honor, dignity, and respect. Okay? We're going to go ahead and be proactive. And can somebody give me, just throw out some, let's have some popcorn answers here. Give me, what does it mean to be proactive in customer service?
Fill up your drink.
Fill up your drink, okay. What else? And it doesn't have to be Chick-fil-A. What are some proactive things that customer service-wise?
Approach you and ask if you need help.
Okay. What else?
Seeing something that needs to be done and doing it without being asked.
Taking the initiative. Okay. It is amazing. Amazing. And I go to other retail establishments. It is amazing how employees feel like they cannot be proactive. Like that lady and the gentleman said. That they are feeling strapped by their management, that they can't do anything. At Chick-fil-A, it is a requirement that you need to be proactive. It is a requirement that you need to look ahead and see what's going on. It is a requirement that you need to read people, okay? You said drink refills, right? There's an art to reading people, okay? So let's say this is the aisle and these are the Chick-fil-A tables. Okay, we'll walk down and we can kind of read people, right? If the tray is on the end with all the trash bundled up, we'll just go and grab it, right? We don't even need to ask them. We'll just do it, okay? Kind of like a ghost, like Batman, all right? Like Batman. And we'll just take it and it's like, oh, hey, where'd my tray go? Oh, that's all cool. Okay, another thing though too, you keep walking down and you can kind of maybe you can kind of read the grimace. You can kind of tell they're having a bad day, right? Okay, you know what? Being proactive, my service leader is instructed to go do a wow moment for that guest that's probably having a bad day. Maybe an ice cream dish, maybe like a cookie or something. Maybe it's a mom with like 3 kids that are really just kind of pulling out her skirt, probably like a little mini moo or something. That is being proactive. Proactive is huge in the customer service, for great customer service. Because when you're being proactive, I don't want you coming to me, Mr. Joseph, is it okay? Just do it. Just do it. Don't ask. Just do it. So my team is afforded the license to just do it, okay? Like Nike. Just do it. Make them happy. They are afforded that license, and there's a lot of places that don't do that. And that's a question to ask yourself. Are you afforded the license to kind of be proactive in your job and your title for customer service? Okay, making it personal. Making it personal. What can we do to make it personal? If we see a young couple coming in, maybe we see an older couple coming in, maybe giving them like a little sundae, maybe giving them an ice cream, maybe just promoting out their food. We're just giving it to them. We're just giving it to them. Knowing their names. My morning crew, I don't know if anybody knows Jessie in the window. She could probably run for mayor of Tomball. But she knows everybody. And she has a conversation with everybody in my drive-thru. Making it personal. So kind of getting down to kind of the brass tacks though. So on a day-to-day basis, we have a thing called Core 4. Okay? This is what all our team members are instructed on. Am I boring anybody yet? No? Okay, I'm not boring you? Okay. I look like I'm boring you. Am I boring you?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I was actually thinking about a mini move.
Oh, okay. All right. Just raise your hand if I'm boring you though, okay? That's like a fear of mine. It's like I don't want to see anybody asleep. Okay. Am I boring you? All right, good. Okay. So Core 4, all right? And I'm picking on you. Okay, eye contact, right? If you come up to my counter, we are expected to give the guest eye contact. Wow, that's a novel concept, right? How many times have y'all been to a retail establishment and they're like doing something else? Maybe they're messing with their phone or They're talking to somebody about what they're going to do on Friday night when you're just, man, I just want food. I've had a long day. Can you just stop making arrangements right now? Eye contact. Eye contact is huge. How about smile? Right? Smile. Smile is huge. Because what does that say when you walk in and somebody's smiling at you and giving you eye contact, right? You feel, wow, you feel like, okay, you feel like you belong, right? You feel like, man, I've had kind of a cruddy day out there, but man, I come in here and, man, it's cool. It's great. They're making me feel like I'm a value, right? And not just another guest. We serve 2,000 people a day. So yes, going back to our earlier statement, man, customer service is hard. Great customer service is hard. So a smile, eye contact, speaking enthusiastically. Speaking enthusiastically. I'm always reminded of that. I'm probably dating myself. I'm 40 years old. One of my favorite movies growing up was The Untouchables. You know, and there's that scene where Al Capone's walking around with a baseball bat in his hand. He's like, enthusiasm. Okay, anyway. I digress. But anyway, so, hey, speaking enthusiastically. Speaking enthusiastically. Hey, are you excited that the guest is right in front of you? Okay, are you interested in the guest? Is my team member interested in having you there? Okay. And the fourth one is probably the hardest one I'm trying to work with my team, staying connected. Okay, staying connected. Even Jesse, you have to correct Jesse sometimes. Staying connected to the guest. And what that means, well, actually, I'm going to let y'all, what does that mean, staying connected? Staying connected, what does that mean? All right, I'm going to pick on somebody.
Going back to check to see if they need more.
Okay, I like that.
More garbage.
Okay, I like that. What else?
Letting them know if their order's taking a long time or something.
Yeah, okay. You might be asking, hey, how's your day today? Hey, how's it going? Oh, I see you got little Bobby and little Susie. You know, would you like a little mini-meal? Staying connected. It is amazing how many problems can melt away when you're asked, how was your day today? I mean, listen, I'm not giving you guys, this is not rocket science, okay? This is stuff that you guys all heard before, right? The difference is we're actually doing it, okay? We're doing it. Staying connected, eye contact, speaking enthusiastically, sharing a smile. Pretty novel concepts, right? This is second mile service. This is second mile service. Okay, any questions on that? Any thoughts, any comments? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone else? Okay. Yes, sir.
Can we get a copy after it's over?
Copy of what?
Of the recording?
I think so.
Okay.
You have to talk to the IT guys, but I think so. They give me a thumbs up? Or they're looking at me like they're very unhappy with me. I think I'm boring them. All right. So that second mile, right? If you come up to the front counter and you should accept, what's the core for? Oh, so I was boring you. So you weren't listening.
I can make it more. Smiling, being enthusiastic, eye contact, and staying connected.
Did you say smile?
Smile.
Did you say smile?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, all right, go for it. All right. So, hey, okay, so another thing we do, all right, and this is at my store. Mom walks in with 3 kids, right? And, I mean, let's be honest with each other, right? Mom might be walking in for Chick-fil-A, but, I mean, we got a playground, okay? Mom's going to sit close to the playground so Mom can have a little quiet time, right? Well, what we're going to do, what my staff is trained to do, they see a mom, what we call it kind of a high needs guest. And that high needs guest could be somebody as simple as a mom with, like I said, 3 kids. It might be a gentleman walking with a cane. It might be a family walking in with a wheelchair. We're going to sit them down. Man, if you wouldn't mind, grab a seat. We'll take your order at the table. So you'll see little Antonia or One of my service leaders go over there with pad and pencil and take an order, like you do it at Chili's, like you do it at Olive Garden, like you do it at any other restaurant. But what does that do? What does that do for the mom and the kids?
She will appreciate it very much.
What's that, ma'am?
That she will be very happy and appreciate that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because I mean, right, you're just standing in a line like this, right, and your kids are like pulling on your pants, and you know, you're just thinking about, gosh, I got to get home, and just, you know, the kids are whining, and the line's kind of moving, right? But we're all talking about using Core 4 and staying connected, so it does take a little time because we don't want to be, we want to be surprisingly fast, but we don't want to hurry you through lines. So you're kind of going like this, and you come up and say, hey man, would you like to just sit down? We'll take your order at the table. Oh, God bless you, son. I mean, that is what we get. But it's an expectation now, okay? It is an expectation. This is another novel concept. If you come in and order a large nugget tray, we're going to carry it out for you. Hopefully, Ms. Janet, that we carried it out for you. Okay, good. Can you imagine the embarrassment if you would have said no? Can you imagine that? I got to be honest with you. My temperature rose just a little bit. It's like, man, I really do hope she nods her head. Okay. Hey, we're going to carry large orders out for you. And there are times I'm sitting in the booth and I see a woman walking out there with the trays, and I say, hey, why don't we carry the tray? I asked her. She said no. It's like, okay, all right. Just as long as we ask, right? And you know, that's another thing too. When we ask, there's a difference in how we ask. Okay. There's a difference in how you ask. So if you go, can I take this out for you? There's a difference between asking, can I take this out for you, to, ma'am, I'm going to take this out for you. What's the difference? Are you communicating the same thing? Yeah.
And the other ones you're asking them, they have the option to say yes or no.
Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, so let's take our lady, I want to pick on Miss Janet here, okay? So she has about, 3 trays, okay? She's already struggling. She's like, man, I got to get to the school. I got this operator coming to talk, and, you know, it's like, oh, got to deal with him. And I'm just trying to get to my car. Ma'am, do you need help with this? Well, you're just now giving her another thing she's got to deal with, another decision she's got to make, right? I guarantee you, she does not want to deal with another decision. Okay, but when you say, we're going to take this out for you, ma'am. Oh, okay. There's a surprise and delight there, right? A surprise and delight. You're not making her make another decision because she's already made 100 that day already. She doesn't want 101. So there's a way in how we ask things. There's a way in how we communicate that. Any questions? Any questions about second mile service? Anyone? Bueller? Okay, that joke only worked once. Okay. All right, so let's talk about something. Who pulls all this off? Who pulls all this second mile stuff off? Who pulls all this customer service stuff off? Everybody? Everybody? Employees? Okay. And what's your name?
Miguel.
I'm not boring you, am I?
No.
All right, good. All right. So Miguel said employees. That's right. Listen, if you take anything away from today, great customer service starts at the hiring process. Period. I'm done. See y'all later. I said everything I need to say. Great customer service starts at the hiring process. Okay? What are you looking for? I am looking for servant-minded people. I am looking for servant-minded people. Those who love to serve. Those who really want to help the mom out with the trays. Those who want to get the high chair for the mom or the dad coming in with 3 kids. Who do it with joy. Who do it with joy. That's the person I want. So a lot of times when we're hiring, a lot of our interview questions are, what have you done to serve? When's the last time you served, right? So I interviewed a girl about a year ago. It's like, okay, when's the last time you served? Well, I just got back from doing a mission trip in, I think, Haiti. Okay, tell me what you did there. Serve. Okay, so you don't have any problem walking mom out, parking lot with orders? Oh gosh, no sir, I'd love to do that. Okay, you're hired. Interviewed a guy. So tell me the last time you served. I held a door open for a girl once. Okay. All right, so needless to say, that person did not make it through our interviewing process. Okay? Listen to me. When we are looking for people to hire, when we are looking for people for Chick-fil-A Tomball, we are looking for that difference between a want-to mentality and a have-to mentality. Do you want to serve, or do you feel like you have to? Do you want to go clean up the dining room, or do you feel like you have to go clean up the dining room? Do you want to go ahead and work on the front counter and serve guests today, or do you feel like you have to work on the front counter and serve guests all day? There is a difference between a want-to mentality and a have-to mentality. And if you try to find people with a have-to mentality, your customer service is going to suffer big time. Big time. So some of you guys in here might need to kind of think about it. Man, am I here because I have to, or am I here because I want to? Am I talking to students because I want to, or because I have to? Hey, but guess what? Because you feel like you have to, it's not wrong. It's not bad. You just might be in the wrong place. I've got people that we've had to weed out because they have a have-to mentality. Hey, you know what? It's not wrong, it's different. They're excelling somewhere else. They're just not going to excel from me. And I was telling Miss Janet that I've got a talk I give on servant leadership, right, on leadership character. And leadership character is that, if you kind of imagine an iceberg, okay, oh, Titanic, king of the world. Okay, well, right, the skill set, a leadership skill set is probably that part of the ice that you can see. Your character is what's underneath the water, okay? So I do a leadership development program for my leadership on servant leadership. And it all trickles down to my team members. And if humility is not part of your trait, you will not succeed at Chick-fil-A Tomball. If you come in there and go, I'm awesome, Chick-fil-A Tomball is not for you. So the point I guess I'm trying to get at is, yeah, it does all start at the hiring process, but hey, guess what? It starts with me though, right? It starts with me. I'm the one that sets the tone. I'm the one that sets the vision. Hey, I'm the one that can walk in drive-through, right? I'm the one that my drive-through team tells me there's a line I'm not supposed to cross because I'm horrible at drive-through. I mean, and let's get real, right? I'm horrible at drive-through. You'll never see me run a register. I can probably squeeze lemons. I can probably do fries. But yeah, you don't want me on a register at noon. You don't want me on boards. Boards is the where we make our sandwiches. You probably don't want me on boards at noon. It's like, well, Joseph, what do you do? It's like, well, I find aces, and I want to put them in their places. Wouldn't you know it? I'm a poet. Okay? But that is my job. Find those aces. Let's put them in their places. We interview people and say, so you're interviewing here at Chick-fil-A Tomball, so have you interviewed like at Arby's or McDonald's? It's like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to strike a nerve. It's like, no, I mean, there's Chick-fil-A and there's McDonald's and Arby's, Dairy Queen. It's because of the culture we set. And I think here in Tomball, in the Tomball community, it's the culture that was created, 14 years ago. It is about a want-to mentality, not a have-to mentality. Okay? Any questions? We're getting to the near of my diatribe. Am I boring you, ma'am? I'm not boring you? Okay. Am I boring you? No, okay. What's up, dude?
So if you hire, want-to mentality, but later on you find out they're like a have-to mentality, how does management kind of implement or kind of help like the employee be a want-to mentality? That's a great question, Miguel. And that kind of speaks to the leadership character talk I give. So Miguel's question is like, well, how do you turn somebody that has maybe a have-to mentality into a want-to mentality? Is that right? Okay. Practice. My son, my 13-year-old, maybe he worked in my store a little bit during the holiday season, Christmas season. He does not have a want-to mentality. He has a have-to mentality. And I heard somebody say, well, yeah, he's 13. Well, my 11-year-old has an absolutely want-to mentality. And my 13-year-old just does not. And so one of the things I'm trying to coach him on, right, is to really kind of take a step back, right? And then look at the customers in the room and think about your students, maybe think about your staff or your colleagues, okay, and then ask yourself, what is a win for this person? What is a win for this guest? How can I make that happen? Is that maybe offering, maybe she needs to drive home or ride home, maybe he needs some extra time in study hall. If it's at my store, maybe it's, man, mom's really struggling with the kids. Maybe she just needs somebody to go over there and just kind of maybe wipe up the table. Maybe it's carrying stuff out to the car for her. What is a win for that guest? What is a win for my colleague? What does a win look like? And what can I do about it? That goes back to being proactive, right? We talked about in an earlier talk. It's all interconnected, okay? And it's just, and Miguel, it's just practice. I mean, a lot of times, I'll sit in there with a team member. Okay, now what do you see? Well, I see some paper on the table. I see some parents talking to each other. Okay. So you see the paper over there? Okay, why don't we go pick that? Oh, okay. And it's, because these are teenagers, right? I'm not even going to tell you what I was doing when I was 17 years old. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, yes, ma'am.
What messages do you convey to your employees in how to treat their fellow employees?
Honor, dignity, and respect. We call it HDR. Honor, dignity, and respect. Very simple. I'm a very kind of keep it simple, stupid guy. If my front counter is talking to my kitchen, yes, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Very simple. Honor, dignity, and respect, and we will let people go because of that. And maybe to both of y'all's points too, Miguel, we do evaluations, and again, talk kind of the heart of leadership is what we talk about, but we rank our team members on the heart, on their stewardship, on their servant, on their heart of service, and if we feel like they are not cutting it, we have a system as far as the service mindset goes. We give them 2 weeks to really not to completely change, but to really notice that there is a weakness and that they're really trying to work on it. And honor, dignity, and respect though is paramount, because when you honor somebody, that's humility, right? Showing dignity and showing respect. It's pretty simple, but we will let team members go because if they do not exhibit those 3 traits. Any more questions?
What about your leadership to the employee?
What about them?
How are they to react? Or, you just gave an example for employee to employee. What about manager to employee?
As far as how they react to the employees, how they act towards the employees? Like I stated earlier, kind of we're finding an issue sometimes. We used to find an issue where we had promoted an employee. They thought they were a big bad leader. I'm awesome.
And, I come in and knock them down a couple notches because it's all about humility. So when my leadership, again, should be honor, dignity, and respect. It should be from a servant's mindset. And it's real respectful. We try to have, like if Christy's got an issue with Susie, Christy's not going to talk to Susie alone. There's going to be a third party. Am I answering your question? And so, that's just to kind of keep the conversation honest. We do have a write-up process, documentation process for all that. We've got a really good store, and so we spent the past year and a half really kind of cleaning it out and really kind of funneling some people out. We had an issue about a year ago where, the communication between the leadership and the team was broken. And so it's been
How did you fix that?
letting the person go, because it was me being kind of clueless. It was me being dependent on that person for a lot of stuff going on at the store. So it was kind of like, hear no evil, see no evil. But it got to a breaking point one day, and it was me meeting with that person late at night and letting them go. And the next day, and I don't know if you guys experienced this, right? Where you kind of let somebody go that's maybe not best for the department or the business, and you see an instant culture change, like the next day. That's what happened in my store. But the thing is, though, we kind of took when I let that person go, we took a dip down, from service, maybe from operational. But then it started slowly kind of going up. Yeah. Any more questions?
You talk about customer service.
No, ma'am. I talk about great customer service.
I drive out of my way and pass other businesses to get the great customer service at another location.
Okay.
I'm not hesitant to do that at all,
Okay.
just because of the way I've been treated.
Absolutely. Right? Because you want to be honored.
That's right.
And you give stores second or third chances.
That's right.
And then, man, it's like the 4th, the 5th, or 10th chance. Like, dude, really? Come on, you're so close to my house, but you suck.
Right.
Ah. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. Yes, ma'am?
How are your sales number, or your, I don't know the right word to use, your sales on Monday versus you not being open on Sunday when we all think about going to Chick-fil-A? And we go, oh, they're closed. So on Monday, is it like a surge? No? Okay.
Mondays are slowest day.
Really?
Yeah.
So everybody rushes in on Saturday because
Right.
Yeah. Saturdays are busiest day. Yes. All right. Any other? Yes, sir.
What are your actions to calm an angry customer down?
It's okay. It's called the last model. You want to write this down? So you're asking me a question that I'm prepared to answer, but you don't have anything to write it down on. It's like, oh man, okay, I'm sorry. I'll get my phone out. Dude, I'm just kidding. Because like he's recording it right now, so you can just go to YouTube and get it. All right. Okay, so it's called the last model. All right. You listen to the problem. You apologize. You solve, and you thank the person. Pretty basic, right? You listen. All goes back to being acknowledged, right? And making eye contact. Then you apologize. That's the humility, right? And then you solve. Okay, we're going to take care of this. And then you thank the person for giving you a second chance.
What if you have somebody that just doesn't want to back down and then,
Well, it's like,
Offer them a free item.
I'm being recorded here. We can meet out in the hallway. A lot of times, you're just going to have to keep listening. And every guest has a story, right? Just like everyone in here has got a story. And you have to understand that as in the customer service business, just like you guys are, sometimes customers don't have people to talk to. So it can be something small that sets them off. It can be, okay, my waffle fries are cold. I'm like, dude, you got them at 12:30 in the afternoon. Everything's hot. Or you forgot I asked for, oh yeah, we had a complaint. Guy wanted, he wanted 5 mayonnaises for his chicken sandwich. 5. We gave him 4. And he obliterated us. Knowing my luck, he's probably one of you guys, right? So the thing is, though, the point I was getting at is that every guest has a story, and little things that could set them off. You just gotta let them vent. A lot of times they just want to be heard. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've got many weaknesses. One of my weaknesses is not being yelled at. I'm a fighter for my store, my team, and my team knows that. So I'm telling you, yeah, sometimes you just got to let them vent. My weakness is that I'm not going to let them vent. My weakness is that I'm going to go ahead and, bow up, and that's something I got to work on. But every guest has a story, and you have to just recognize that fact and just let them go on. We had a guest once, and that being said, though, sometimes there's a little kernel of truth to their madness. For example, we had a guest. This is before we had. If you guys know my store, we have stanchions, kind of like bank teller stanchions. Well, the story behind that is that it was on a Saturday, because Saturday is my. Thank you. I mean, it was just it was just madness. It was just trying to line up behind each register, right? And there's a guy who just went off on one of my leaders who is as sweet-natured as anybody, and it got her flustered. She came back in the kitchen. I could tell she was really red, and so what do? I bow up, right? I go up there. I said, "Sir, is there a problem?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know where to stand. I don't know where to order. And this place is horrible." And I'm like, "Okay." And okay, well, sir, I'm sorry. Well, I'm never coming back. Well, okay. And it was just, but there's like 10 people in each line. I mean, it's just madness. That was a Saturday. On Monday, we had stanchions in our dining room. Because even though the guy communicated, he didn't know where to stand. Could have he communicated it better? Absolutely. But there's always a kernel of truth, so don't be afraid to listen to those rants. Okay, and also, though, don't be too prideful to not listen to them. Try to find something. And although this guy did not handle it well, he made a good point. I mean, we need to get stanchions. Any other questions? All right, we got about 5 minutes. I wanted to finish up with something real quick. So I'm sitting here talking to you about customer service, but I want to let you guys know we screw up. Absolutely screw up. I mean, we just absolutely can mess things up. And it's just like one of those things like, well, gosh darn it. Do you want my right arm or do you want my left arm? I mean, how is it that you can give us a second chance or even a fifth chance? But one thing you guys need to realize too is that the customers that really, really care about you and that really, really care about your business are going to be the ones that are going to cause a fit. Okay? And I was up late last night preparing for this talk, and I was kind of writing down that when you do screw up, that is an opportunity to give great customer service, right? Because when you fix something that has been wrong, are you going to eat that cookie later?
I am.
Okay. When you're given the opportunity to fix a mistake, when you're given the opportunity to fix a subpar customer service experience, that is your moment to shine, right? And you want to know that as the leader of your group. You also have to understand, though, how you fix that problem.
He's bored.
You bored him.
Is there anybody else that would like to leave? Mm-hmm. I'll finish up. When
when you're given the chance to fix something, when you're given the chance to really exhibit great customer service, that customer should walk away, that student should walk away, not really remembering what the issue was, but remembering how you fixed it. Okay? So yes, we screw up like McDonald's. We screw up like Arby's. We screw up like Dairy Queen. We screw up like you name it. I think though, kind of going back to my first question though, this is where customer service gets difficult, is because it's how we fix it. We're going to fix it times 10, times 100. We're going to make you feel awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. We didn't give you your sandwich and drive-through. Okay, where do you live? We're taking it to you. And oh no, you don't have to deliver it. Okay, my address is da 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 da. But 9 times out of 10, it's like, okay, I'll just come in and get it on my way. Okay, that's fine. But the thing is, though, for us offering to deliver it, that person's not going to remember that we screwed up their order. That person's going to remember that we were offered to drive it to their house. Okay?
Just a sincere apology, and they can see that you're sincere about it, and you're just saying,
Oh, yeah.
it's really messed up. I'm really sorry about that. That's
But the thing is, though, what is your name?
Pat.
Pat, and what you're talking about is not human nature. Because human nature is to say, well, we didn't mess up. Oh, I'm sorry, so you're back in the conversation now? I'm not boring you? Okay, that's good. So, yeah, you're absolutely right, though, is that, no, we didn't mess up. You want to get defensive, but yeah, Pat, I think you're right. It's like, man, gosh darn it.
If I can
Okay.
see you're sincere, then that's not good with that.
I'm sorry, we sucked today. What can I do for you? You know, and, okay, well, okay, yeah, okay, well, okay, great. But yeah, you're right. That's all they want. But anyway, my time is done. I could talk to y'all for another hour, and I see some sleeping heads not back there, so I don't want to made y'all look. Are there any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
Is there any reason that you guys don't serve large frosted lemonade?
Those are good, too.
They're my favorite.
Yeah, because we want you to buy 2 medium frosted lemonades. That's dictated by Chick-fil-A corporate in Atlanta. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's just, it took forever to get a small milkshake. Y'all remember y'all had to actually, there was only one size of milkshake. For us to get a second size, I had to like give out my right foot. So that's why I limp sometimes. Yes, sir.
When are you going to start serving breakfast all day long?
Never. Absolutely not. Not doing that. And we decided that, you know what, we can make breakfast from 6 to 10:30 and make it really, really good. That's going to be good enough for us. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, I know where you dine in now, Mr. Golden Arches over there.
Drive-throughs to move so quickly on a Friday evening at 6:30.
Just kind of closing our eyes and, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Training and reps. Just really kind of getting people out there and just really kind of trying to be innovative and using iPads. Now there's talk that we're going to replace all of our registers probably in 2018 with iPads. So we can go ahead, and we talked about taking orders at tables for moms. I'm do the iPad, go out there and deliver just like we do outside the drive-thru. Any more questions?
Yeah, do all new ideas come from the corporate, or do you all?
Oh, no. A lot of it comes from the operator too, local level. But like the marketing stuff, like what's on our marketing calendar as far as what products are coming out, that comes from corporate. Like we've got a new, this is kind of funny actually. In March, we are a test market for a new salad. I was like, what? Oh, new salad? What? Well, this is kind of funny actually. The new salad's called a smokehouse barbecue salad, and it is lettuce with bread and nuggets, corn and black bean salsa, and probably some cheese and tomatoes, whatever, with a little barbecue sauce on it, and then it's served with a barbecue vinaigrette. So, yeah, it's going to be like I think it's going to be like a baked potato minus the potato, to be honest with you. So I'm very curious to see how that goes. See, like, lady right next to you, she does not sound too excited about the smokehouse barbecue. Anyway, any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
And I was curious what y'all's record was.
I don't. We haven't. That hasn't been done in my store.
No,
Mm-mm.
really?
What?
I benefited from it.
I can't hear you.
I benefited from it. I pulled up one day and
It hasn't really been a big record though. I guess. Yeah. I mean, we'll have occurrences like where it's maybe 10 cars or so, but like the Starbucks thing, yeah, it hasn't really taken off like the Starbucks. So. Yeah, I haven't seen the Woodlands.
I was 42nd. She says we're 42 cars into this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and the one by my house, I think was 28.
Okay.
Yeah, 28 cars. That's play up for 28.
Any more questions? Okay, ma'am, there's other people in the class that might have. What's that? My pleasure did not start at my store. My pleasure started from True Kathy, the founder, who passed away about a year ago. It was probably about 15 years ago at our annual meeting. He said, hey, when people say thank you, we say my pleasure. And the more that you say it, the more it does become your pleasure. And so, yeah, I'm sure you guys have gone to eat like at Chili's or another restaurant, and they say, oh, my pleasure. And it's like, well, you probably worked at Chick-fil-A. It's like, yes, I did. So. All right, anything else? Okay, I got some free food for y'all. Holla. Okay. All right, like the Chick-fil-A guy. I want to give them to Miss Janet here, and she can pass them out to you guys. But I'm going to make like Batman, because I've not seen Batman and me in the room together. These are going to be for everybody. Okay. Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you. Y'all any more questions?
Thank you for coming down.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
I got a poster?
That's what copy. That's like.
Oh, look, Valerie gave you the 250-pound Joseph picture. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Hey, if you guys have any questions, I love talking about Chick-fil-A. I love talking about customer service. My store's located out there on 2920, right in front of Target and Lowe's. Hey, come ask for me, please. It is. It is. You guys know Tomball's growing, so there's that 99 to 49. They are going to be putting a Chick-fil-A there. So,
Are you gonna?
If my customer service stays great.
Oh, it will.
But that's going to be, that's with 16. That's probably going to be another 2.5 years away. So we'll see. But anyway.
You gonna come back and give your other talk?
I got to be invited.
Okay.
So I can do that. Yes, ma'am. Do you have a question? I think she had a question.
No, I was just going to thank
Are you just saying bye?
as a parent. No, just thank you as a parent from a Tomball ISD
Oh, yeah.
student
Yeah.
for all that y'all do.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we love Tomball ISD. We love Tomball ISD. All right, guys, wait, I'm going to let y'all continue. But, hey, thank y'all very much. Y'all have a great, great weekend, okay? Thank you. My pleasure.